I think in business, the most important thing is trust. You have to develop trust. And many rich people have started business relationships with a simple handshake. It's called the gentleman's agreement. The essence of this is to rely on the honor of the other party to fulfill these agreements rather than being in any way legally enforceable. You see, in my business, I put together a group of passive investors to achieve double-digit returns by investing in risk-adjusted, tax-advantaged multifamily real estate buildings, apartment buildings, with the ultimate goal of freeing them from the burnout of their 9-to-5 jobs. And how do I build trust with investors that invest with me? Number one is clear communication. I always say this: when things are going great, keep your investors close. When things are going not so great, you want to keep your investors really closer. You see, constant communication fosters trust in business. Many times I've had investors that are not so pleased with the way things are going when things are not going so great, but they do appreciate it. They appreciate the fact that I am upfront with them with how things are going. See, I'll tell you one thing an investor doesn't like. The one thing an investor does not like is surprises. Don't surprise your investors. Well, you can surprise them. You can give them a pleasant surprise, but the unpleasant surprise, please try not to do that. Now, while communicating, you also want to make that concise and really, really clear. And that's why we try to communicate in the simplest way possible. You see, we don't confuse the investor by using bogus words and hoping that they don't ask follow-up questions and just like breeze through it. No, we don't do that. I mean, we encourage questions, no college language, just simple elementary language in the communication. And just by doing that, I get to expand my investor base. Many of my newer investors were introduced to me by existing investors. Now, the track record is great. Of course, you will need a track record to attract more investors and, of course, expand your reach. But the trust is really foundational, and that's what we focus on at Westward Capital. Do something.